Do you believe you can have a strong, passionate, and intimate marriage even after 20, 40, 50 or more years? We do. And today we're sharing ways to help make that happen.
There's a disturbing trend in America that researchers call gray divorce that has older Americans divorcing at twice the rate they used to. Between 1990 and 2010, the rate of divorce among older Americans has more than doubled. In fact, 1 in 4 people getting divorced are over the age of 50. Researchers at Bowling Green University looked into this phenomena, and they said this, a lot of it was due to the societal shift of marriage. The perception of marriage, instead of being a couple-oriented relationship, a covenant relationship about serving each other, it's now more about self-oriented, meaning it's all about my personal degree of happiness. So in other words, marriage has become all about me.
You know, happiness in marriage is really the fruit of a giving relationship, one where you are in it because you want to give love just as much as you want to receive it. You want to give and then give some more, and when that happens, a byproduct is happiness. We were created for this pleasure that comes from receiving love and giving love.
So rather than making happiness the goal, make selflessness, surrender, love, intimacy, joy, peace, make these the goal, and you get happiness as a result.
We're not saying it's always easy,
No.
but if you'll follow some of these tips, maybe it'll help. And first, we have some 3 rules that Scott came up with that really do help you think differently.
So these are my 3 rules regarding happiness in marriage. The first one is the primary purpose of your marriage is not to make you happy, counter to some of the research that the Bowling Green researchers found. The second one is you need to take responsibility for your own happiness. Don't put that on your spouse. And the third one is to love and serve your spouse as if their happiness depended on you. And actually, I've got a fourth one. Can I do the fourth one?
Yes, do the fourth one.
So the fourth one is kind of a little bit of a twist that brain science has shown that if you choose to be happy now, if you celebrate the good stuff,
Yeah.
focus on what's good in your marriage and in your relationship, you're more than likely to end up with the kind of marriage that you actually want.
Yeah, I agree so much with that. And I enjoy the fruit of that kind of marriage. Besides those rules, those, we call them rules, but those tips, those ideas, those ways to think, a really important aspect of a happy marriage is not thinking that you can put a pause on your relationship
Yeah.
for any reason.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the demands of young children, or maybe it's your work. Maybe you're thinking, well, we'll focus on each other, but the kids need us the most now.
Right.
We'll focus on each other, but I've got to get through this big merger, or I really want to get to the next level in my workplace. Or even in ministry, people can think, I've got to do God's work before I work on my marriage.
Right.
But the truth is, you can't put a pause on connecting. Your marriage relationship will not stay still.
No.
You will lose ground.
Yeah.
You will start to have distance between each other. So we want to always be doing little things that keep us turned towards each other, which means paying attention to loving the one you love well for a lifetime.
Yeah, you can't say we'll work on it later because later never comes.
Later never comes.
Our life is
Believe
crazier
us.
than it's ever been. So we're glad we didn't wait for later.
Yeah.
The second key is to diligently guard your connection. So watch out for marital drift. Watch out for those little bits of separation that happens, because it happens easily
Yes.
and naturally.
And it's subtle. You begin to stop having
Yeah.
dates. You stop doing the little things. You stop caring about your
Yeah.
parents. We're in our 60s. And so we are actually pursuing loving each other well, probably more now than any other
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
But we did praise God, have good advice given to us to continually seek to serve and love each other.
Yeah. So if you're watching out for this degrees of separation, all that it takes when you notice a little bit of separation between you two is for one of you to reach across the divide.
That's
A
right.
little bit of kindness and affection will restore that connection really quickly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, take the risk of going first to break the cycle of separation. There's no guarantee that your spouse will respond how you think they will, but if you fight for and protect the intimacy in your marriage, it will go a long way towards keeping your marriage strong for the long haul.
We're not saying that it's easy, but when you start to feel that ache where you're missing something, don't seek it outside of your marriage. Seek it within your relationship.
We've got some other thoughts we're going to share with you starting next week about keeping your marriage strong for the long haul. So be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss that episode or any of our other episodes coming up. Have a great week.